I have made a mistake. I've got it all sanded, I got it all ready to put together, ready to put out of all the hinges I've got, I was hoping I was be able to use these crooked little brackety type hinges, because I got a whole bunch of them. And they're no good for anything other than a cabinet door. But I couldn't finagle a way to put it in there. Well, I probably could if I would have thought about it long enough. But I've already got it screwed and nailed, no screws, nailed and glued. And I was getting ready to put on my piano hinge. Now I didn't go all the way the full length of the top board here. I did it short, so it would kind of be more, give me a little bit of room on the ends, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to chisel out the place where this laid in there or not. Well, I had thought about it and I said, well, if I'm going to have to chisel something out and if I'm going to have to replace it, I would rather replace the lid than the whole box. I have got this cut out and I had laid it on here and I had measured out the right place to get it to start chiseling, and then I started chiseling, and then I realized this is the top of the box. What the hell am I going to do now? I was kind of tossing around the idea whether I wanted to use that as the top of the box or whether I wanted to use that as the top of the box. And I decided to use this as the top of the box because it's a little bit more clean. It doesn't have those freaking gaping holes there that, well, consequently aren't very pretty. I had this all laid out and I had it sitting on top of the box nice and pretty like that. I had this laid out there and I scratched it and I scratched it, and then I started to chisel it out there, and I'm thinking, well, this is probably a whole lot easier on the table saw just to run it across there. So I had started making a sled. Here's my sled that I was going to make. Keep in mind, I don't know what I'm doing. Just an old piece of plywood that I had laying around. I think I used it, I put a couple legs under it and used it as a shelf once. This black walnut piece here, and I got it all kind of planed down and squared on this one end so it's nice and flat. And I screwed it on there. And then I screwed another piece of black walnut on over here. There it is. How do you think that I'm going to fix this big old divot here? Am I going to sand it down and have to sand the whole entire edge down with the risk of exposing the staples that I shot in? Remember the staples that I shot in all the way around there? It's just going to end up being a lot more work. Now this is going to kind of be a special piece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand engrave all the way the entire border of this, because I've already started my engraving process here. Instead of trying to fix my mistake, I am going to reap the penance of my mistake, and I'm going to have to make it look prettier than it did before. At a standstill, I'm kind of at a disappointment stage, because I was really hoping to kind of like wrap it up, but now it's going to be a whole lot more. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going to happen next. I got to go look for some sort of design that, yeah, well, the other option could be that I could actually go ahead and make this, cut all this out for my piano hinge and make this the top, and then put a little piece of trim all the way around there. It would cover up those little mistakey holes that I made right there. It would work. SHAZBANOOEY. There's my quandary. There's what I'm in. Still undecided what I'm going to do, so I've got to chew on it for a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to upload this video to the computer.